Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Place Prepared. Place Prepared podcast is about manifesting and the law of assumption. This includes success stories, Neville Goddard analysis, manifesting tips, and much more. In this episode, we are discussing how to deal with circumstances, the 3D, unfavorable things. Let's talk about it. I don't think I've made an episode on this. Maybe I've alluded to it, but I think that it might be nice to have one episode dedicated to it. We hear over and over and over that circumstances don't matter. They don't matter because every single moment, every time we enter a state, we enter a different reality, a different experience. As we talked about before, states hold their own sets of experiences. They are not based on circumstances. Neville Goddard says, "The world presents different appearances according as our state of consciousness differ. What we see when we are identified with the state cannot be seen when we are no longer fused with it. By state is meant all that man believes and consents to as true. No idea presented to the mind can realize itself unless the mind accepts it." Stop allowing the circumstances or the 3D to dictate how you feel and what state you enter. You cannot rely on the 3D to give you confirmation. Confirmation comes from you and your internal world. You might be asking, well, I have been living in my end and things are worse. You haven't actually been living in your end then. When you live in your end, you will be so convinced that you are the version of you that has what they want or that what you felt was real. Not reacting means not allowing whatever you see, hear, smell, touch, taste to dictate your state or how you feel. Your reaction would be different had you been in a different state or if you decide to be in a different state. Always ask yourself this question when you catch yourself reacting. If I had what I wanted, if I was the version of me I wanted to be, would I be reacting this way? No? Yes? Everything in my world is a manifestation of the mental activity which goes on within me, and that the conditions and circumstances of my life only reflect the state of consciousness with which I am fused. Neville Goddard. Everything and everyone is a giant mirror reflecting back to you what you have going on in your internal world. Let's say you go out. You go to a restaurant and when you get the bill, it turns out that you went over budget. Whether you are rich or poor, your reaction will tell you what you've got going on internally. A rich person can react horribly because they are in a scarce mindset. A poor person can have no reaction because they know that they're always taken care of. Yet both are experiencing the same circumstance. It's not about the circumstance, it's about you. So what do you do if you find yourself reacting or you just keep getting triggered by the 3D? The most important thing is that you need to understand that you are the creator of your reality. If you knew and understood that you were the God of your reality and no one or nothing can stop you from getting what you want, how would you react? Take a moment, be still, and come back to you, because you forgot that you are the creator. You can drop all of your desires, the past, future, and just take a moment to be in the silence. Then you can focus on what it is you want, what you want to experience, who you want to be, who you are as this person. Become so familiar with this version of you that you can't relate to reacting anymore because your internal world is so real. Practice your focus. Redirect yourself to the state you want. I do have to say, don't do anything to get the thing or the person. You enter your state, you get to understand your true self for you and your experience, not to make something happen. You can only fix and change you. And when you do that, everything and everyone changes as well. So how do you deal with circumstances in the 3D? You don't. That doesn't mean ignoring it. It means redirecting yourself to react the way you want to. You take it all as feedback to what you have going on internally. It's feedback telling you where you are focusing, where your beliefs are. If you allow the 3D to tell you how to feel, you will keep creating the same thing over and over until you decide to change your focus. At the end of the day, it's about you and your experience of it. If you take anything away from this, I hope that it inspires you to practice feeling what you want for you, not to get something or someone, that it is for you and your enjoyment of it. Become so familiar with this new and beautiful state. Thank you for listening to Place Prepared Podcast. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. You can give a follow to Place Prepared on Instagram for daily manifesting content. Happy manifesting!